Hey, what's up, everyone? You are watching or listening to the My Comic Book Journey podcast. I'm your host, KNDY, and with this episode, I'm going to review Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt Volume 1. Story and art is by Ohtagaki Yasuo and was first published in Japan by Shogakukan and then published in the USA by VIZ Signature and was released back in November 2016. So, back in 2012, mangaka, which is a manga comic book writer or artist, Ohtagaki Yasuo wrote and illustrated the manga Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. There were 8 volumes published at the time. Actually, no, there's more. There's about 16. I take that back. Not 8, 16. I think it concluded with 16, or I could be wrong. I haven't read the final volume yet. But the series would receive a 4-episode ONA, online anime adaptation, and the second season followed, or supposedly followed. Gundam series for anime, especially something like this, it's not usually that easy in the West. We tend to have to wait a while. But the manga is set during the 1-year war, UC0079, and the Earth's Federation's Brotherhood and the Principality of Zeon's Living Dead Division are in battle in the Thunderbolt section, a zone that is littered with debris from the destruction of space colonies, and because the area has numerous electrical discharging. Fighting for the Earth Federation is ace pilot E.O. Fleming, and for the Principality of Zeon, Zeon's best sniper, Daryl Lorenz, is focusing on killing Fleming. When Io and Daryl come across each other in battle for the first time, who will have the upper end? And which of these two will become victorious? So when it comes to the Universal Century Gundam stories, I have to say they're my favorite. I know people like the alternative storyline. I guess you could say I love them. I mean, I enjoy them equally, but no, not equally. I enjoy UC more, and then the alternative I do enjoy. There's a lot of alternative storylines with Gundam, but the original UC line is the one I like the most. While many of us have been entertained by stories involving Amorore, there have been a variety of stories that have taken place in the Universal Century, some more deeper than the others, and others just focusing on the action. Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt may seem like the latter because of the action focusing on Earth Federation versus the Principality of Zeon, but once the manga goes into character development, the storyline focuses on how people are growing tired of war, people sick of seeing deaths of the friends and loved ones. E.O. Fleming is a man born from a wealthy family, and he and his friends are thrusted into war. Fleming is secretly dating Captain Claudia Peer, a captain who is sick and tired of war, and that the Earth Federation keeps sending teenage pilots as reinforcements, and always depressed and tense when Fleming, the Beehive's best pilot, goes to fight against the Principality of Zeon. Along with Fleming and another childhood friend, Engineer Cornelius Kaka, all 3 were born in privilege and are now assigned to the Beehive. Fleming is an excellent pilot and surprises the Principality of Zeon when he shows up and takes many of them out with his Gundam, and always playing his jazz music through a pilot radio station. Meanwhile, on the opposite end are the Living Dead Division of the Principality of Zeon, a group that has put together people who have been significantly injured or maimed but are still fighting with prosthetics. Their best fighter is Zeon Chief Petty Officer Daryl Lorenz, who is an excellent sniper and wants revenge against Fleming for killing his teammates. He lost his legs in battle and carries a retro-style radio that he listens to in battle. So we get to see the other side as those who feel they are wronged and want revenge against the Earth Federation for the death of their loved ones. So for those of you who are not familiar with Gundam, okay, as with the UC storyline, you have Earth, but then, as Earth sends ships with humans from Earth to colonize other planets, these planets start, these colonies start to rebel against Earth because they want to be separate and that's what caused this war. The Principality of Zeon and Earth Federation, they just have two separate beliefs. They may have came from the same area in the beginning, but time has passed where the policies just doesn't vibe with the other, and war happens. And we can see that today with not war, but the tense settings with certain countries. They may have been brothers at one time, but now they're enemies, right? So, Zeon scientist Carla Mitchum is responsible for giving the soldiers prosthetics, but when her loved one is killed, she wants Daryl to rid of the Earth Federation, especially the man responsible, who is Fleming. So we see how the grass is definitely not greener on the other side, and how difficult life was for the children growing up in the Principality of Zeon. And in order to make sure the families were taken care of, they had to join the military at a young age. So this first volume of Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt gives us another look at the unfortunate situations of war and how it takes a toll on the people on both sides. While Mobile Suit Gundam often showcased the technical side and the strategies of battle, while action is commonplace with Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt, it's the character dynamics that makes this manga shine. The character designs and artwork and storyline by Ohtagaki Yasuo are just wonderful. And while this is only the first volume, definitely stay tuned to read more, because it seems like it's going to be a very exciting manga. Again, this was released back in 2016, so you could probably buy it on Amazon. Just know that manga prices tend to have gone up quite a bit, so you might want to wait and see if there's a sale or something, or check on eBay. But yeah, the prices of manga definitely skyrocketed. So if anything, you all take care. Again, Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt Volume 1 is recommended. So I'll see you later. Wink, wink, and see you later, everyone. Bye-bye.